Good morning students. In this video class, we are going to discuss an important organelle, mitochondria. Mitochondria has got two words. Mito means thread. Chondrion means granules. Hence, mitochondria is a filamentous granular structure found in the cytoplasm of most of the eukaryotic cell. As we all know, mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell. Reason, it produces energy in the form of adenosine triphosphate ATP to the cell and to the organism. Now let us understand few scientists who are associated with mitochondria. Now, mitochondria was observed or discovered by A. Kolliker in the year 1857 as a granular structure in the striated muscles. The term mitochondria was given by another scientist, Benda. So he used the term mitochondria. Now, Altman, another scientist, called mitochondria as bioplast. And Fleming called mitochondria as phyla. So these are all few scientists who are involved in the discovery and in the naming of mitochondria. Let us see the size and the shape of the mitochondria. Mitochondria vary in size. It is between, the size of the mitochondria varies from 0.5 micron meter to 2 micron meter in width. Now the shape of the mitochondria is either, normally it is rod shaped, oval or round in shape. Sometimes it is sausage shaped. The most common shape of mitochondria is either oval or round in shape. Now mitochondria contains 60 to 70% of protein, 25 to 30% of lipid, 5 to 7% of RNA, traces of DNA and minerals. It has got minerals like ferrous, manganese and magnesium. Now, when you come to the structure of the mitochondria, it is a double membrane bound organelle. So mitochondria is a double membrane bound organelle. That means it has got two membrane. The outer, the one which I am drawing now is the outer membrane. I am drawing the most common shape, that is oval in shape. The outer membrane of the mitochondria is smooth and it is made up of less protein and they are permeable. It is a permeable membrane, which means it allows almost all small molecules which are less than 1000 Dalton, we call it as micromolecules, to enter into it, as it is a permeable membrane. An important protein called porin. Porin is a membrane, it is a molecule or protein which is found in the outer membrane, which acts as a channel for the entry of these small molecules into the cell. Whereas the inner membrane of the mitochondria is little rough and it is thrown into, it has got number of folds called crista. So this is the inner membrane. The inner membrane of the mitochondria is rich in protein. Nearly 80% of the inner membrane is made up of protein, but it is not a smooth layer. It has got number of folds, number of finger-like projections called crista, but it is made up of 80% of protein. And it is a semi-permeable membrane. Either it is a semi-permeable membrane or it is selectively permeable membrane, which will regulate or allow only few substances which is essential for the cell can enter into this membrane, and they have a kind of protein called carrier protein. So the protein found in the inner membrane is called as carrier protein. It has got enzymes and lipids, but mainly it is made up of 80% of protein. Now you will be able to see the outer and the inner membrane. Between the outer and the inner membrane there is a space. Now this space is called as intermembranous space. The space between the outer membrane and the inner membrane is called as intermembranous space, or it is called as periplasmic or perimitochondrial space. Now, because of this space, we can see an outer compartment and an inner compartment. As we know, the inner compartment has got number of folds, or it is like finger-like projections. We call these finger-like inner membrane is called as cristae. Now the cristae will increase the surface area of the inner membrane, which holds number of enzymes necessary for cellular respiration. Now on this inner membrane, that is on this crista, there are a number of small uniformly arranged or uniformly spaced small structure, tennis racket-like structure called oxysomes. So these structure on the crista is called as oxysomes. It is otherwise called as F1 particle. When you take this oxysome out, it has got a base, a stalk, and a head portion. Now this head is F1 and this is F0. So it is otherwise called as F0 F1 particle. This F1 has got an enzyme ATPase, or otherwise called as ATP synthase or ATP synthetase, which plays a very important role in the synthesis of ATP. So synthesis of ATP is done with the help of these oxysomes. Now inside this membrane we have got the matrix. So this inner space consists of a gelatinous matrix made up of lipids and protein. So this structure is the mitochondrial matrix. So this mitochondrial matrix consists of numerous enzymes which play a very important role in cellular respiration. Especially it has got all the enzymes for Krebs cycle, which we will be studying in the next class. And it has got circular DNA inside the mitochondrial matrix. You have got circular DNA. Since this organelle has got their own DNA, it is otherwise called as semi-autonomous organelle. Chloroplast and mitochondria is called as semi-autonomous organelle because they contain their own DNA. Along with the circular DNA, they also will have ribosomes. So they have ribosomes. The ribosomes found in the mitochondria is 70S type, and they have got number of enzymes and they have got tRNA also. So inside the mitochondrial matrix, you have got enzymes which play a very important role in cellular respiration, circular DNA, ribosomes which is of 70S type, and different types of enzymes. But this matrix is made up of protein and lipid. Now, we have understood the structure of the mitochondria. Let us understand the functions of mitochondria. Now, the functions of the mitochondria play a very important role in cellular respiration. As it produces energy in the form of ATP, it is otherwise called as ATP factories of the cell. So mitochondria is called as the ATP factory of the cell, or it is called as powerhouse of the cell, because it produces energy to the cell or to the organism in the form of ATP. So it is called as ATP factories of the cell. And because of the presence of mitochondria in the cell, it regulates the concentration of calcium ion. So the normal concentration of calcium ion is because of the presence of mitochondria. And mitochondria plays a very important role, or it regulates the metabolic activities of the cell. It regulates the metabolic activities of the cell. So these are all the functions of mitochondria, which is very important for the examination point of view. So in this class, we have understood mitochondria, which is a very important organelle found in most of the eukaryotic cell. We call it as powerhouse of the cell, and we have also understood the structure of the mitochondria, which is a double membrane bound organelle. We have studied about the outer membrane, inner membrane, crista, and the mitochondrial matrix, oxysomes, and all the other structure. With that, we are coming to an end of this video class. Please go through the textbook once again so that you will understand better. Thank you.